Welcome to Self-Represented in Family Court. Your host, Tracy B. That's me. So, here we discuss strategies. Yes, strategies and how to use them to get the results you want in family court. If you're self-represented, pro se, pro per, or if you have an attorney and you just need to know what it takes to get through this complex family court system we have, this is the place to be. We discuss strategy. We discuss tactics. We discuss tips and tricks. We discuss techniques. We discuss secrets. We discuss it all. Whatever it takes to get you the strategy that you need, that's it. That's here. That's what we do. So sit back, take notes, and kick ass. Welcome. This week, we'll talk about what's wrong with family court. Let's face it, nobody wants to be in family court, not even the judges. But some people don't have a choice. Some people find themselves embroiled, whether it be in a divorce or a custody case on its own. They're in family court. And again, they don't want to be there. Why? What's wrong with family court? Well, let me count the ways. Family court, as most of us know who've been in the industry, is a multi-billion-dollar industry. That's right. I didn't say million. I'd say billion. That's correct. The judges, the lawyers, the experts, the so-called experts, the courts, you name it, somewhere, somehow, somebody's making money off the family court process. But the poor litigants, nope, they don't make any money. They lose money. Yes. Between the legal fees, the expert fees, the guardian ad litem fees or attorney for the child fees, the custody evaluator fees, the mediation fees, and the list goes on. I'll be here until next year this time telling you all the fees that a litigant can incur in family court. And then there's the politics and the bureaucracy. That doesn't help. That makes things much more complicated. That gives a lot of the legal jurists a reason to stick to the old norm. And again, who benefits? Certainly not the litigant. Nope, not you. If you're a mom or dad or aunt or uncle or somebody fighting for custody of a child, family court is not going to be on your side. Nope. And then there's the disconnect. Yeah, that's a huge disconnect between what's going on in the real world and what goes on in family court. If you watch the news and you see what's happening, you know that there are things that the world is constantly changing. But it's like family court is in a time bubble, a time capsule or something. They don't move. They stick to, again, the old norm, the standard, the safe, the quote-unquote safe, because nothing's really safe in family court. What else is wrong with family court? Well, it does not help families. In fact, it breaks up family or it creates more of a dysfunction. Yeah, family court is not the place to think you're going to do what's right or what's best for your kids. You can have that agenda, but family court certainly does not. Why not? Again, it's all about the almighty dollar. Yes, ma'am and sir, that's what it is. And then you have issues with the structure and the laws and the list goes on. Those things have an impact. They have a direct and maybe an indirect impact on the outcome of your case. Absolutely. Family court is, let's talk about what it is. Family court is a place that is not just about law. You have mental health, you have financial, you have emotional, it's a confluence of a lot of things. But unfortunately, the people that are responsible for handling this confluence of a lot of issues are not trained. They're not adequately trained to do any of that. So what happens? You find yourself thinking you're going to get help, or thinking the other party is going to get help, or thinking you're going to get the court to do what's right for your kids. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't happen. You have judges who are inadequately trained. You have experts who've been on the panel and they've only gotten on panels because of their relationship or some favor they might owe. You have guardian ad litem and attorneys for the child who are unprofessional or also inadequately trained. And the list goes on. It just goes on. That's what family court is. Family court is not a place that kids are made a priority, unfortunately. It's just not. I hate to break it down to those of you who thought you were doing something by going back to court or going to court for your first time, feeling all enthusiastic about what the outcome is going to look like. I'm sorry. I have to be the bearer of bad news. That's not what's going to happen. So it's best you prepare yourself now for the truth, for the brawl, for the emotional roller coaster, for financial strain and drain it's going to cause. What else is wrong with family court? Well, there's a lack of transparency, a lack of accountability and responsibility. There's bias and discrimination. There's a whole disconnect in the way it deals with domestic violence or interpersonal violence. There's outdated structural, infrastructural issues. It's overcrowded. There's limited resources. And again, the list goes on. But what does that mean for you? Well, you're already there. You're already in family court. So these are the things you have to deal with. But all is not lost. All is not lost. Nope. What's wrong with family court? Well, everything. But what can you do? You can salvage your case. Stay here, stick here. We're going to show you how. Until next week, take care. We want to thank you for joining us here at Self-Representing in Family Court, where we discuss all things strategy in family court. Join us next time. Until then, visit us at www.thedivorcesolutionist.com.